Welcome to part 2 of the series. In part 1, I talked about how my mother tried to ruin my life and triangulated a bunch of other people into trying to ruin my life in a state of paranoid delusion where she really did believe that I was trying to destroy her. And her religious delusion was triggered by these prophecies that she had received from these different prophets who had told her something to the effect that when I come up in life, she would be destroyed. And she believed this. She was angry with me and she, came for blood. And at the time, I still didn't know that she had received these prophecies. I didn't know what it was that she was angry with me about. And when she was looking me in the face and was like, well, I know what you're doing. I know what you're up to. I was like really confused. I didn't know what was going on. And I did find out, she did tell me, and I ran from my mother's home in crisis. The depth and degree of the betrayal really, really took me out. And I really beat myself up over it because in my mind, I'm like, how could I be so stupid? Why did I believe her that she wanted to reconcile? Why did I trust her again? But with hindsight, I do understand why I trusted her again because she is my mother and I did long for the love of a mother, which in and of itself, there's really nothing wrong with. It was something I hadn't received. She never really liked me very much. When I was 18 and I came forward about what her husband did, she did not take my side. She was angry with me. She didn't see it as something her husband did to me. She saw it as something that I was doing to them. And this was a huge lesson for me in my life that people like this don't change. Narcissists, people without empathy, they don't change. A lot of us go through these cycles with our narcissistic moms, forgiving them, taking them back, even helping them when they're in difficult times, or receiving their generosity and help when we're in difficult times, thinking that this was a path to reconciliation, and then finding out over and over again that it is not a path to reconciliation, and every single time you take them back, they hurt you again. In this case, there was an additional complexity to this situation because I do believe that my mother was suffering from a religious delusion, and I do believe that it was triggered by these prophets that she was going to. She was obsessed with anybody who claimed to have a spiritual gift. She would donate all kinds of money. She was very susceptible to believing anything anyone told her as long as they had a ministry position. So I do believe that this affected her mental health a lot. Although most people who do suffer from religious psychosis and paranoid delusions aren't dangerous and, soulless, heartless like my mother is. Well, like I said, I did flee from my mother's home in crisis, but it didn't stop there. My mother did not leave me alone just because I ran away from her. She continued the harassment and the stalking and the manipulation. And if you do want to hear more about the story and how all of this unfolded, even after I cut things off with her for good this time, please do follow me. I'll come back with part 3.